Hey guys, this video is going to be about my Pokemon plushies collection. I tend to collect these things because they're really my specialty with Pokemon. Plus, it's a hobby for me. It's a habit of me. But I also have some FNAF plushies right here. But they're not as big as my Pokemon plushies. So I'll do a video on them once my collection has grown. But because I only have around like 8. So, and just to be sure, this video will be outdated because I'm gonna get 2 new Pokemon plushies because happens to be my birthday is on Thursday. So happy birthday to me! Drop a comment in the comments. Drop a happy birthday in the comments below. So and yes, I'm turning. If you're wondering, I'm gonna be an adult. So yeah, I'm gonna be 18. So yeah, for my birthday, I'm gonna be expecting 2 new Pokemon plushies. One of them I'm gonna feature in the birthday video. So you're gonna see that very soon. So let's get started first. First things first, the very first. Okay, I'm just grabbing a random Pokemon out of my hand. Alright, we have Umbreon. Umbreon's basically the tallest evolution plushie I had for some reason. So yeah, I got Umbreon in GameStop because most of my plushies are bought from GameStop. So if you don't know, Umbreon is an evolved form of Eevee. It's a pure dark type. And he's basically a nocturnal Pokemon. I like the details on him. I also cut the tags off because why not? It's very distracting with the tags on. I just like the design. It's just the problem is he's a little bit taller. He's taller than all my evolutions. Okay, that's Umbreon. This is gonna be a big pile over here. Alright, next up we have Vulpix. I used to have an Alolan Vulpix, but I lost it. Oopsie. So, I also got this from GameStop. And she's a pure fire type. I like this. This kind of looks like she's wearing a bow. She's basically like my Halloween-ish Pokemon, even though it is spooky season. So yeah, here is Vulpix. Alright, next up, we have Scorbunny, the Galar Fire Starter. I got this for Christmas when on the same year as Sword and Shield came out, so it was 2019. And yeah, he's adorable. Look, he can kick. And he has floppy ears. So yeah, that's Scorbunny. Alright, next we have Hisuian Zora. Now, this guy is almost a year old because I got him for Christmas last year. So I almost had him for almost a year. So he's mostly the most unique looking plushie I had because he has so many features and and because of the tail and that and this and the scarf, he's a bit heavier than everyone else's and than every plush I had. He's a bit heavier. But he is still light. I'm able to carry him, but he's a bit heavier. And his typing is normal ghost. And Score Bunny, you'll probably know it was fire because it's a starter. So there's Hisui and Zora. I need to get a normal Zora, which is a pure dark. Now we come to my favorite, Eevee, who is a pure normal type. If you don't know, Eevee evolves into Umbreon by friendship at night. But that's not the only one that Eevee evolves into. Eevee evolves into a lot of things. And yes, I do have all of Eevee's evolutions right here, and I'm gonna show them in a little bit. But look how cute she is. A lot of why are you and you're probably wondering, Kaylee, why are you calling it a she? Look at its tail. Is that supposed to be a boy? Because female Eevees have a curvy, like a flower shaped tail. But I got this right before Eevee has a. Oh, sorry, my parents. It's just my parents are opening the garage. So, but I got this pretty much before Eevee got it. Well, I got it when Sword and Shield was released. I got it during my summer vacation trip that we always have every year after the end of the school year. But I got it on the same day I went to the theaters to watch the live action Aladdin. And I would say it's one of my favorite live action Disney movies. It's actually one of the best. It's actually the best one, in my opinion. The other ones are trash. Because it's actually, even though it's following the same plot, they changed stuff. They added some new stuff to it than the original didn't have. Okay, we're here with my favorite starter, which is Fennekin, the fire-type starter from Kalos. Now, Fennekin, judging by her fabric, she is an old one. As you can tell, the ones he's seen has a different fabric. So she does feel different than the others because they used to use this fabric back in the 2010s. So yeah, around 2015, 16, and 17. So yeah, that's the reason why she has this fabric, because I had her for a while, while. She's old. She's an old plushie. Her head is a bit wobbly as well. So that's Fennekin, who is a fire type starter. Okay, next we have Torchic, who's also a fire type starter, but it's from Hoenn. If you're wondering, why does he have a bow? Because I like to tend to dress up my Pokemon. There's a selected Pokemon that also have some ribbons on it. And Torchic is one of them. And he's a little fire chicken. He just has a bow because he's a little gentleman. Sorry, I just had a runny nose. Alright, next up we have... Oh, wait. You're not. Sorry. I have the mimics in here. Wait, not you. Too, Roxy. Alright, next. Wait, that's Bonnie. I'm sorry. I'm just grabbing the wrong ones. Oh, okay. I know who this is. Next we have Chikorita, who is a grass-type Johto starter. And it's the only Johto starter I have. Basically, I have all the starters. One or two starters from each generation, except for Unova. I don't have Oshawott, Tepig, or Snivy yet, surprisingly. I recently got a Paldea starter, so yeah. I got it during Fan X. alongside with another one. I got two Pokemon plushies from FanX. If you don't know what FanX is, it was an event at Salt Lake City that happened almost a month ago. So here was Chikorita. Woo! I put my hair back and forth. Wait, that sounds bad. But I like Chikorita because Chikorita deserves some love. Because a lot of people don't like Chikorita. Well, I would pick Cyndaquil if Chikorita was not available. Cyndaquil's the next best thing. But I like Chikorita. Alright, next we have Meowstic. The specifically male Meowstic. I got this for my cousin Zayden, but he didn't want them anymore a couple of years later, so he gave them back to me alongside with this one I'm about to show you later on. And yes, he has different fabric. He's older. I got him when during X and Y was still airing. So he's pretty cool. I like male Meowstic. If I have to choose between female or male Meowstic, I will pick this one because it's more blue. And my favorite color is blue. And also, his typing is psychic. Pure psychic. And this one's grass. I think you already knew that. Alright, next we have Grookey! I just recently got Grookey. I didn't get Grookey during Christmas. The other one, I got Scorbunny and Sobble for Christmas. But I got Grookey just recently because they had been to sell them in GameStop. So here's Grookey, who is the grass type starter from Galar. So cute. Alright, next up, we have Rowlet. Now this one, I got this Rowlet not the same time as I got my Litten and Poplio. I got this when, the reason how I got this is because it was a starter in Legends Arceus. And that's how I got it. It was during the Legends Arceus period. So he's the grass type Alola starter and the Legends Arceus grass starter. He's just a round ball. Alright, next up we have Mega Lucario. Might be one of the coolest plushies I ever own. And yes, he is older because of judging by his fabric. Yeah, he's basically the second, final. He's basically, besides that one, he's one of the tallest ones I have. Besides Umbreon. And his typing is Steel Fighting. And yes, Ash just recently got it. Well, Ash has had a Mega Lucario for a while, but he looks cool. Alright, next up, we have Minun. And where's Plusle? I have Plusle. Where's Plusle? Hold on. Plusle's somewhere around here. Where'd the Plusle go? I don't know where Plusle went. Oh, there he is. Found him. Move, Blanky. But yeah, Plusle and Minun. Since I got Minun first. Or was it Plusle? Oh yeah, it was Minun. I got Minun first, and then they had Plusle, and I'm like, I have to have a Plusle. Minun needs his brother. So usually when when I play with Plus on them, I call them the twins because they're. Wait, no. They're basically actually, this one's female and this one's male. So basically, they're brother and sister twins. So she can't be without her brother. She can't. He needs her sister. So I had to buy her. Okay, next we have. Kimberly's gonna love this, but she's in the other room. When I showed her this Pokemon, she literally stole it from my hands. I bought this on a trip this year. Vampy. The reason why she tried to steal it because her favorite animal is elephants. That's why she has a bunch of elephant plushies over there in her room. But Vampy is a ground type, not a water type, for some reason. Oh yeah, and plus don't mind them. You already can tell they're electric types. I know you're thinking it's a water type, but it's actually not. It's a ground type. It should be a water type. Does it learn water type moves? I think it does. But he's adorable. He's a little vampy. Alright, next we have Pichu! Basically the baby version of Pikachu. I need to get a Raichu plushie so I can complete the line for Pikachu. So, Pichu is pure electric. I've been desperately wanted a Pichu plushie for the longest time because if you don't know, do you know Poketot? He's a YouTuber. And his wife is actually snapped him. She's expecting a baby this year, and we're actually cousins. And right before she got married to Poketot, she had a Pichu whenever I visited her house, she had a Pichu. She had a bunch of Pokemon plushies, and she had a Pichu plushie, and I keep on playing with it until I lost it somewhere in her house. So, Ashley, if you're watching this, I got myself a Pichu. Pichu. Oh, speaking of Pichu, she also had a Dragonair plushie, but I have one too, but it's the pre-evolved form. Dratini! Dratini is a dragon type who some reason you can find in the water? Should be water dragon type, in my opinion. Well, it doesn't matter because its final evolved form can fly. It doesn't live in the water anymore. So yeah, Dratini is basically the cutest thing ever. She also had a Jirachi plushie. She also did not let me to touch it. Okay, next up, we have Glaceon, one of Eevee's evolved forms. We finally got one out. Now, this evolution is an ice type that evolves in 2 reasons just recently. You can evolve Eevee into a Glaceon if you're near an icy rock or expose it with an ice stone. Those are the 2 reasons. The same with the other one. Same with Leafeon. But I'm gonna get that too later. So here's Glaceon. Alright, next we have Bunnelby, which is basically the same one at the same time I got the male Meowstic. And yes, he is very old. He's old. Jeez, this fabric attracts hair. And I have cats, so yeah. Here's Bunnelby, what is the normal type? Yeah, I'm not really into Bunnelby. I'm not really a big fan of Bunnelby, but I do like Clement's Bunnelby. He was basically sweet, and plus, he acted like a supportive brother to Serena's Eevee, who is now a Sylveon. So here's Bumblebee. And yeah, just recently, Clement's Bumblebee evolved into a Diggersby. Which is, I loved it how he was lifting Pikachu and Grookey with his hands, with his ears that are now big giant hands, and he's like, yay, wee! He's like playing with them. It's so cute. Next we have another evolution. This time it's Flareon, one of the OG evolutions. Now, Flareon is a fire type, and you get Flareon by exposing Eevee to a firestone. Pretty simple. Now, Flareon's actually the very first evolution I ever owned. That's why his fabric is different. But he still looks cool. Floppy ears. Next we have Bulbasaur, which is my friend's favorite Pokemon. Now, Bulbasaur is a grass type starter from Kanto. So yes, he is a starter. You'll probably already know Bulbasaur because he's an OG Pokemon. Well, she, because mine's a she. And she's basically one of the largest Pokemon I have. It's like the same thing for Hisui and Zora. I just like to put my finger through there. Through the bulb. Is Bulbasaur. Next we have the mascot guy himself, Pikachu, who is electric type. And Pichu evolves into Pikachu, and now I just need a Raichu. Now Pikachu is one of the first ones I got. You could tell by the fabric. And yeah, there's Pikachu. You'll probably already know it was Pikachu. Alright, next one. We have, same with Pikachu. It looks like Pikachu, but it's not. It's spooky season. Get ready to be spooked. Mimikyu, who is a ghost fairy type. And yes, she's old because of the fabric. If you don't know, this is not actually Mimikyu's head. This is Mimikyu's face. Actual face. This is just a decoy. So basically, those are her real eyeballs. Now, she got some wooden tail. And she's cute. But her lore is pretty scary. But I still love her. Alright, next we have the jumping champion himself, Magikarp! One of the most, weakest Pokemon, but most favoritism. Who is a pure water type. But it can only learn one water type move, which is Hydro Pump. But Magikarp learns that in a very, very high level. So you have to give it an Everstone in order for Magikarp to learn it. And then, so yeah, it learns it like a very high level. So we have Magikarp. If you can tell, this Magikarp was supposed to vibrate, but so whenever you hit it on the ground, it'll go like, whenever you hit the ground, it goes like this. But I got rid of the vibration, vibrations thing, so it's unable to vibrate anymore. Poor guy, but the batteries are already dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright, next we have Leafeon, which is the counterpart to Glaceon. Now, how to evolve Eevee is the same thing with Glaceon, but you need to find a mossy rock or expose it with a grass leaf stone. I almost said grass, it's leaf stone. But just saying, the leaf stone was already out before the ice stone was released, which is the ice stone came out like during during Sun and Moon, and then Game Freak, since there's no icy rock or mossy rock in Sword and Shield. They should have put it in either in the routes or the wild area. I don't know, but they did the same thing with for Scarlet and Violet. There's no mossy rock or ice rock there, and so here's Leafeon. Alright, next we have Litten. Meow. Meow. Now, Litten is the Alolan fire starter with Rowlet. Part of the Rowlet. Yeah, I like Litten. My mom likes Litten. Alright, next we have... Oh, not you. Not you. Next we have Espeon, which has, instead of a bow, she has a scarf. And she's also an evolution, counterparting with Umbreon. To order to get her, or him, depending what your Eevee's gender is, you get it by evolving Eevee with high friendship during the day. That's why it's known as the Sun Pokemon. It can learn Sunny Day, I think. Can it? I think it can. And Morning Sun. So here's Espeon. And Espeon is a pure psychic type. Sorry. Got distracted. Now here's the Paldea starter I got from FanX. Sprigatito Weed Cat. Who is the grass type starter. Sorry. Sorry, there was some pushes over here. Okay. Next up, we have my sister's Pikachu. I have another Pikachu. I have to take off the tag on that one. Here's the other Pikachu. I have two Pikachus. Well, technically three that I will show you in a minute. Here's the third Pikachu, but it's different. It's wearing an Eevee costume! Alright, next we have Charmander, who is the fire type starter from Kanto. Its final evolution is Charizard. You probably know what Charizard is. It's that fire dragon lizard. Alright, next is the other one I got from FanX, but it's mostly the smallest, it's mostly the smallest Pokemon plushie I ever owned. Besides the ones that are keychains, but it's not a keychain. It's Volcarona, who is a bug and fire type. He's pretty cool. But the problem is he's small. He's one of those small plushies. Right. Next up, we have Beep Up. His head. I know his head is a bit messed up, but whatever. I got him from Weinger's. Because yes, they do have they do have plushies there, but this was the only Pokemon plushie they had there. Now, Piplup is a water type starter from not Hoenn, I mean, Sinnoh. Sinnoh. So we have Piplup. Now we have... This one is a starter from Hoenn, which is Trico, which is the grass one. His tail is kind of heavy. It's like drooping. So yeah. Alright, next up we have Delphox. I need to get Breaks in. Do they have a Breaks in plushie? I don't know. But here we have is Delphox. Oh, she has a tag on her back. I'll get rid of that later. So I got her from a shop in the mall where most of the Pokemon plushies they have in there is kind of bootlegged. Not judging. Hold on. I'm doing a video. And she's pretty cool. Next we have Jolteon, which is part of the OG's evolutions. You get him by exposing it Eevee with a Thunderstone. Here's Jolteon. Next we have Sylveon. Too bad it's not shiny because that's my YouTube channel's mascot. Do they have a shiny Sylveon plush? I need to get one. Here we have Sylveon. I don't even have shiny plushies. I need to get some. So we have a Sylveon, who is also part of this evolution family. And it's pure fairy type. Oh yeah. Delphox is a fire psychic, and Jolteon is a electric. You probably already know. But how to get turn your Eevee into a Sylveon? It's the same thing with Espeon and Umbreon, but it needs to learn either a fairy type move, which is the following. It can only learn. So basically, it's basically the same thing as Umbreon and Espeon, but your Eevee needs to know Charm or Baby Doll Eyes, but because that's the only two fairy type moves that Eevee can learn.
Hi. You can go in there. I'll be right back.
Alright, next we have Chimchar, who is the Sinnoh fire type. He has a flaming booty. So here, Chimchar. Next we have Yamper, the electric type dog. Yamper. Too bad Yamper's not in Scarlet and Violet. It'd be perfect. Alright, next we have the last evolution that I need to show up. And you probably already guessed it. It's Vaporeon. And Vaporeon is from the trio from the beginning. You expose a water type stone, a water stone to it, and it becomes a water type Vaporeon. Okay, we're almost done. The last ones are all water type starters. Let's start off with a lowland water type starter, Poplio. Poplio. I don't know why your ears are like that. Ah. Look at this pile. Alright, we're almost done. Sobble, the Galar water type starter. Froakie, who is actually the very first Pokemon plushie I ever owned. He's all dirty because of this. like because of his fabric, it attracts hair. Here's Froakie. And the very last one, Squirtle. The Kanto. The Kanto water starter. So yeah, that's all my plushies. That's all of them. I know that's a lot. Like, literally, look at this giant pile. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Jesse Granger!